Hello, welcome back to Final Fantasy IX on PC and such and such. We're now running a modified version of the game, which apart from breaking my config screen down there, which I'm going to try to remember not to touch because it requires I completely shut the game to actually get out of. I could show it to you now. You know what? Nah, we're not going to touch it because I have the config saved more or less how I want it. Middle battle speed because of the next part that I'm going to tell you about, and fast field messages because I like fast field messages. I don't have time to wait for people to tell me nonsense. That's my job, to waste everyone's time. So apart from breaking my config, the mod lowers the fast forward speed, this speed. You can tell it's way slower. It's by default 5 times, but the mod makes it 2 times. Makes it much more usable for just general purpose speeding things up than the 5 times multiplayer. The other thing it does is it doubles the base frame rate of battles. Battles by default run at 12 frames per second, and everything in this game, except for Chocobo Hot and Cold, is based on the game's frame rate. So when you're in battle, all of the animations and the ATB gauge and all that stuff are based on the 12 frames per second that it runs at by default. This modification makes it run at 24 by default, and the speed up makes it 48 because it's ×2, which is still lower than the default speed up, but I like I like having battles faster without having to speed them up, because when they're sped up you can't tell what's going on at all. By default or with this mod, but you know, you should see a battle here. Also, we have, or I have, not you. I'm now level 4, close to level 5, slightly injured, but we'll be right. And I have given him the Mage Masher, and he already had a wrist on. He already had wrists, just so you know, but he does have the Mage Masher now, so that's a thing. I want to show you a battle here, just so you can see what I'm talking about with the sped up battles. I don't remember if we can get any once we walk past this screen. I think we can, because we have to walk back or something. I don't know. Either way, let's turn off auto. So this is the faster battle. You can tell, and my config is saved, thankfully, so that guy won't do anything. You can tell just by looking at the wiggle animation and that little thing over his head that it's twice as fast, which is nice. Now the downside for some people is it does speed up that ending victory dance, but I've seen that victory dance 8 billion times, and I suspect so have other people, so I think the trade-off of generally faster encounters or battles or whatnot is going to be worth any other issues. Hopefully there are no issues, I don't know of any. Apart from the config screen breaking, I don't know of this mod actually doing anything. This is a modification of an older version of the game, and it's been updated since then, so I think it's messed up something in it. Probably should have healed before I walked up here. But anyway, we had to do this fight now. This fight is not particularly hard, even if you don't level up. But I have leveled up, so it should be quite easier. And this is why it's not hard by default. I got an achievement for going into trance, but it does it automatically. Could it really be trance? Trance is induced by a surge of emotion. It does do this too. It speeds up the dialogue in the encounters. But again, hopefully that's not an issue for you guys. So we have Zidane now. I don't remember free energy. I think free energy is the one we actually want to be doing there, and you can't do this with this, so. Rude. So every action you take in... Actually, let me do Tidal Flame. Yeah, that hits everyone. I don't want to hit everyone, that's stupid. Every action you take in trance, even if it's not a special trance ability, reduces it. I recommend using your special trance abilities. Princess! That's so much of his dialogue is just him saying princess. Good job, Vivi. You screwed it all up. Let's go find her at once. Whoa, Vivi gets captured, and then we must repeat the fight without Trance. This time, however, we've replaced Trance with Vivi, who can actually act from inside of the plant. I think he just casts fire every once in a while. Magic seems effective. I want to steal from the prison cage? I don't think the prison cage is something I need to steal from, and you can't do hearts. I mean, we could try, I guess. Probably gonna have to heal Zidane and Vivi though. Hey, we got a broadsword. It's already worth it, because I think that's an upgrade for Steiner's weapon. Now. Do I need to heal Vivi? I don't think I do. Let's heal Vivi anyway. Couldn't steal anything. Good job. We can't see Vivi's health unless it pops up on the screen, unfortunately. Much to my dismay. We could try to steal from Vivi, but I don't think he has anything to steal, because that would be silly. You know what, let's heal Zidane too. Vivi will eventually kill this thing without us. As long as we heal him, I think a couple of times, he'll kill it on his own. I wish you could see Vivi's health and ATB during this fight. Hey, we won. Woo. At least I got the broadsword out of it. Can we not level up Steiner during that fight? I guess we can't level Steiner during that. Whatever. Or no, oh no, because it's a boss fight, no one gets XP. That's right, I remember how this game works. One of those few games where the boss fight gives you... Oh, well, now he's dying. Fantastic. This is one of the few games where the boss fights give you 0 experience. Reproduced by planting seeds in other animals. Medicine always tastes terrible, Vivi. It's alright. The room behind you. Go. I feel they don't even open the door first before they shove them in there. What can their boss possibly accomplish apart from the fact that he managed to technically steal her away from her own kingdom, but... This is obviously poison. And of course Steiner likes it, despite the fact that it quite clearly tastes terrible because Vivi hates it. Exclamation marks. So this is the part where we completely ignore what he just told us and step foot outside of here. He knows we're going to. He's been around with us that much, he knows what's going on. Time to escape. Structure is in poor condition. Do you really? Maybe because it exploded earlier? Poor Steiner. He may be an idiot, but he's our idiot. I think we just noticed that too. She's 16, not 15. Let's ignore the fact that that doll was probably made before she was 16, but you know. Keep reading, you have to do something for those to continue. Also, yes, we left Ruby behind. Sorry. She'll figure it out. She's a big girl. What happened to my garnet doll? Scene is creepy, man. I like how that Boogles just stood there during this, too. Right, there we go. Treasure! We got another wrist, so we have 3 wrists now on a single person. That's not quite how this works. We'll talk to Blank in a second here. Unless this is the wrong way? No. Yeah, but there's a chest in there. I want the chest, though. Why can I walk through you? I don't think I'm supposed to be able to walk through you, Marcus. Anything in here? I don't think there is. There's something. There we go. What is this? A potion! Apparently there's a treasure chest down there, I just couldn't see it. It's a free, free stuff, I'll take it, but a potion's not exactly worth a whole lot. You might die here, I don't know. I blink. Why must you mock his stature? Every time. Thank you, Mr. Zidane. Anything else to say? Nope. Alright. Steal your stuff. An ether. And some gil. We actually have a fair chunk of gil already. I mean, you get like 100 per battle, so picking up that off the ground isn't very much because you need the battles anyway, but... We'll find her, Zidane, otherwise the game would be quite short indeed. Never felt so strange. This was always a slightly weird scene. It reminds me about the FF style. What am I gonna do? Forget it. Reminds me of the FF style cloud flashback stuff with the slightly creepy music going off. I blink. Go talk to the boss. Do I have to? He's not my mother. Also not even in here. I forgot where he is. No, don't run that way. He's just out here somewhere? Hi. Oh yeah, he's probably downstairs. That's because that's where we go out. Or maybe he's just out. I don't have any idea. There should be a treasure chest somewhere over here though. I got another card in my inventory. What? Hey, cards. Excuse me. Hello? Where is boss man? Boss man is no out here. Is boss man in here? Boss man. Ah, there's boss man. And boss man's apparently sick. Or asleep, I guess. You sneeze when you're sleepy. promise Garnet I'd kidnap her. I hope you're ready. He's nice about kicking me. Hello. Hold on a second, I wanna talk to these two, see if they say anything. What's going on here? Be right. You darn right I'm ready. Old man. I should probably bring up like a list of what you can steal from each individual boss on the other screen, because I'm pretty sure you can steal something from every single one of these fights, as demonstrated thusly. And it's actually kind of annoying, especially since the second steal is really hard, as I then immediately steal a high potion. He falls over sometimes. I think it's like some percentage chance for him to fall over. Right, so we can speed up now and just auto the rest of this. Gahaha, that tickles. Obviously this will be slightly more exciting when there's 4 people that I have to control instead of just watching one guy hit auto attack over and over again, or just attack over and over again. I'll be damned. Yo, Baku, you're supposed to walk straight towards me and punch me, not look at blank and then punch him. That's not quite how this works. Now, there are some bugs with this version of the game. This is a port of the mobile version, which is, I think it's built in Unity or something, which means they had to recode the entire thing in like C# or something stupid. But there are some glitches with it, like Garnet spinning in like a little circle on the tower at the start. Apparently that. There's probably a few more. Way to go. So we can go tell the knight he's an idiot, and by the knight I mean Steiner. If only you rogues hadn't done what she asked. I grow older as I pronounce that entire sentence. What do you say, Rusty? I was tempted to name him Tin Man, or Tin Can, or Can Man, because he's wearing that armor, and that's how this works. I'm counting on you, Rusty. I don't know about unimaginable, but he is quite powerful. I mean, he doesn't have an unlimited resource pool with which to cast magic, so there is a limit to his usefulness, but he's pretty good anyway. We got an ether. That's a thing I'm probably never really going to use. If you've watched any of my videos, you're probably aware I'm never going to use those or the elixirs. It's a long way to Lindblom. That's great. You guys be careful. I'll be here. Good speech, Zidane. You're a black mage for crying out loud. Stop being such a baby. I wish to try an experiment. They don't actually directly tell you what the heck they're talking about, but this is... I wish they did more of this. This is the only 2 characters that will actually interact when they're in a party together. If you have Vivi and Steiner, Vivi can cast... we'll be using this later, but Vivi can cast magic onto Steiner's sword. I don't know if you're brave or just stupid. Alright. Probably a little bit of both. I'm gonna get me a sweetie pie. As I shift around in my chair. We've received a Blank's medicine, also a tip. Don't forget to set your abilities. Leaving the band is your business, not in business. How do you set abilities? I know how to set abilities, blah 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 blah, thanks Blank. Bye. How about never? Alright. So we can set abilities. We don't actually have very many abilities, so that's a thing to be aware of, but we will have some that we can set up. Is there like a yeah, there we go. Oh, god dang it. Whatever, we'll just do this the hard way for now. Protect girls isn't gonna really do anything, but I may as well put it on. Flea Heal I'm never gonna use, so I'm not even gonna bother to put it on. And Vivi I don't think has anything. Actually we can equip some stuff here. We should have, yeah, we can give him a wrist. Do I want to give him a wrist? Probably. Give him the shirt. You know what, we'll give him one because we have enough. And it gives him a bunch of evade, which is really good for him. It's really good for everyone, to be honest. Apparently you can't wear a wrist or something. Now, unfortunately, I can't give him this iron sword that I stole yet because of the way this game works. If you don't know how this works, you learn abilities from wearing equipment. So that little bar down there that says 3 out of 55, that's the amount of AP that we've gotten with him wearing this equipment. If I were to give him this iron sword, he would stop learning Beast Killer from this broadsword. Now, if I have another piece of equipment, which I don't, has Beast Killer on it, he'll still learn it, or if we put both on, it'll learn at twice the rate. So it's basically just, for every piece of equipment you have with that ability, you get X AP per fight for it. And until I finish learning this ability, where I can use it without the item equipped, I cannot give him another item, which is very unfortunate, but it'll be alright. You know what, actually, do you have anything to say? Gotta charge you. Oh yeah, he opens the store when you leave, I forgot about that. We shouldn't need anything. I mean, you can buy some potions if you want, but you shouldn't need anything at this point in the game. We're just gonna go ahead and... I'll save yet, check the Magnet. There's a letter for Zidane! From Ruby to Zidane. I met an interesting stranger in Alexandria today. Ruby sounds like a nice girl. She is. Let's go ahead and save. I'm actually going to end this video here. And next time we will make our way to the rescuing of the princess whom we've already basically almost killed several times over. We're really good at this kidnapping business. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.